Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Allegro Africa podcast. We have a special guest today, and all these guests are special, but this one is special. We have a legend in the music, an artist, yo Ritutileng Haholo, as he is a jazz artist and has been in the game for the longest time. He has paved the way for not only the genre of jazz, but the whole industry, put the Lesotho music on the map and in the eyes, the ears, and the minds of people around the world, has had a multi-platinum selling album. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Ntate Bhudaza Mapefane. Kyawamela, sir.
Ntate.
Nako phafile hantle.
It's either you're talking about me or you're talking to me.
But it has you in it. To my little knowledge, that you actually schooled for this jazz music.
Yes.
Are you able to see, maybe listen to a person perform or see their career and determine motho ena o self-taught eno ena o lahla a phetla book ile a jazz artist?
Yeah, but sometimes because of the talent, some you may not be able to tell. Like for instance, you'd go see somebody like Winston Mankungu, has never been to any school.
Okay.
But he was well class. You would say he has schooled, but he learned from home, listening to music of Coltrane, Wayne Shorter, and that's how he developed himself.
But if I am in Lesotho with a passion, would you encourage school, or would you give someone a different direction?
I would definitely encourage school. Yeah.
Which school in particular?
Because I think school is a shortcut.
Oh, okay.
School is a shortcut.
How would you say so? Because
you do the right things the right way.
In a scheduled time.
Yes, in a scheduled time. But when you're just doing things, you find that maybe things are mixed up. For instance, you find that you're doing some very advanced songs, but you can't play simple songs that you haven't had. That's the thing. So when you're schooled, you are able to categorize everything properly and learn accordingly.
Halena bo you project motoring ako fuse this genre with this genre and present it. Don't you have those type of projects in school?
Yeah, like in school they will teach you all the things that you need to be taught.
Yeah.
So when as a musician, you'll feel like, for instance, I went to go learn jazz. But when I came back home, I infused jazz into my personal field, music. Like that's why I call my music Afro fusion, because I fuse there's some jazz elements here and there, and there's traditional Sotho music, accordion-like, and put them together.
I am well aware with you had a show on Ultimate, am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, jazz. That you are knowledgeable about the history of
I was doing a jazz program there.
Can you tell the history of jazz in Lesotho? Do we have a story to tell
about the
history of jazz
in Lesotho?
Yeah, Lesotho.
Except for the shows that were done here. For instance, John Beck's Dizzy Gillespie came here in 1977. He performed at the National Stadium with Monk Montgomery, Wes Montgomery's brother, was a bassist. And Tommy Flanagan, the pianist, was here. Ten Damba, the guitar, who was doing workshops for gentlemen like Frank Leepa and Pitso Johnson Sarah.
He hosted a workshop here.
Yes, at the Holiday Inn in Lesotho.
Holiday Inn ke mo ne Lesotho sa nona.
Yeah.
Avani Lesotho.
We say Maseru San Cabanas.
Okay.
Maseru Avani now.
Okay.
At that time it was Holiday Inn.
That's...
Yeah.
Did we have more workshops at that time?
Like the American embassy used to bring American musicians here, like Mike Zorin.
Interesting.
Blue Michelle has been here. Sarah Vaughan has been here. And they performed at the Holiday Inn. And then local musicians would be called to come and do some workshops.
That's
so
nice.
Frank
Leepa would be there, Pitso Sarah would be there, and some other musicians. Yeah.
What's your relation to Ntate Frank Leepa? How did you meet? Let's start there. First time you meet him.
Frank Leepa and Pitso Johnson Sarah. Moki Leepa, Frank Moki Leepa. There was a band in Leepa that was called Leepa Queens.
Okay.
That was headed by one big brother, Ntate Bhudaza.
Okay.
So Frank Leepa and Pitso Sarah went there to perform in this band. They were both guitarists.
Okay.
So coming back from there, Batla Maserumo na bafika baita bendula to anti-antiques.
Okay.
So Frank urged Pitso Sarah to play bass. He's left-handed.
Okay.
But because every musician that he saw was playing bass with the right hand, he thought, no, it's the rule that you have to play with your right hand. That's why Pitso Sarah was playing with his right hand. But now he was playing bass because Frank was remained on guitar.
So he was able to change the hand and learn the bass.
Yeah. Even the guitar, he was playing with his right hand. He thought it was a rule, whereas you could play with your comfort,
whatever hand you're comfortable with.
Like for instance, when you go to the piano, the piano cannot be turned around to play the bass on the right and the high notes on the left.
Of course.
So
it's done.
Your left hand, your right hand, you have to play the way it is. So I think Pitso Sarah did the same thing.
I think that's a tough change.
Like even the saxophone. The saxophone, the low notes are on your left hand.
Okay.
The top notes are on your right hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. But I think it's hard to just today say, okay, let me just change.
No, it's
now
just
the guitar's in the side.
It's just a matter of how you start or you begin. Like when you're starting, all you have to avoid is bad habits, because most of the self-taught musicians, finally, those bad habits, and to kick out bad habits is very tough.
Bad habits?
Yeah.
Tell me about these bad habits.
For instance, when you play piano, you're taught to keep your fingers close to the keys.
Okay.
So a self-taught pianist, you find that when he strikes chords or play notes on them, the fingers are flying over the place. Even the saxophone.
What do you mean nakwatlo press a chord?
Yes.
Minona are from high above.
When those fingers are not playing, they are stuck out.
Oh, okay.
In the air.
So I should kind of be like this the whole time.
Your fingers should be close to the keys
all the time. There's a finger up.
Even the saxophone, like it happened to me too.
Okay.
I'm working on it now. The keys, my fingers have to be close to the keys all the time. There shouldn't be no fingers sticking out like that.
But don't you think it's a performance? You know how we give it
for some musicians it doesn't look good.
Oh, if you say so.
But people like Sonny Rollins used to do that purposely.
Okay.
Yeah, like because he would do a show by himself. Him and saxophone, and the hall will be full of people who are coming to watch and listen.
One man band?
Yeah. Sonny Rollins.
With a saxophone?
With him and the saxophone.
That's an interesting performance.
He will attract the audience to come and see Sonny Rollins play songs and play saxophone.
Nice.
Watching him, how he treats the saxophone. Sometimes he will be like waving to the audience.
Whilst handling the saxophone?
While still playing.
Okay, now that's a show.
Yeah.
I see. It was purposely.
Yeah.
I digressed you differently
Exactly,
you meeting him.
Yeah, so I met him. I was from high school. I was schooling at Lesotho High School. So
okay, great.
after high school, yes.
Okay.
After high school, I wanted to go for music.
Mm-hmm. Immediately after high school.
Then there was a friend of mine, or there was a brother there who was schooling with me by the name of David Jerams.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you're very much into music, so why don't you talk to guys like Frank and Piso Sira and Tsepo Tsola, Banabana group on Uhuru.
So they were already in the ears and eyes of people.
They performing artists. So I wanted to be part of that.
Yes.
So in 1979, when I finished my matric, I wanted to join Frank Leepa and Uhuru.
What are you playing at that time? Instrument, or how are you in music?
I hadn't played anything at that time.
Oh, just the passion of music.
I was just singing at school.
Oh, okay.
Doing those gospel spirituals.
Is it not the go-to all the time when you gospel? When one wants to, especially in those ages of high school, when they want to sing,
because
gospel is the go-to genre.
In the beginning, you go to church. The Bible discussions about Sunday school. You taught songs. Glory, hallelujah.
Of course.
Then, so that's why I come. That's my background from church. So I became more into gospel-like music and other traditional music, but gospel was my basics.
So did you go to Uhuru and say, I
went there because of Tsepo Tsola, because his father was a priest in AME church.
I see.
Yeah, and he used to be a very good singer.
The father.
Whatever Tsepo is doing now, he's emulating actually his mother and his father.
Ah, beautiful. Yeah. I see.
So they even had a family choir.
Oh, nice.
Tsepo Tsola, his younger brother, Tsepo, Ausi Mahau, Ausi Dimpo, Ausi Diabile.
Nice.
They were a family choir.
That was beautiful. So they would perform in church.
Exactly. Sometimes the church, there would be a church choir, but at the same time we'll say, okay, now we're going to listen to Ntate Tsola's family choir, the priest. Then they would gather there and do some renditions of other gospel songs.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So we're now really, how you joined because the father was a priest. Did you talk to the priest before talking to Uhuru? Or?
My father and Tsepo Tsola's father were friends and
I see.
working on the same church, AME.
I see.
So going to Uhuru while Tsepo was there, I thought, hey, maybe this will be an advantage for me to go join the band, because Tsepo Tsola is there and is my big brother, so you know.
I'm wondering now, never so high maybe hot money little
I was and at the same time I'm a very shy person.
Okay.
Yeah. But I said, since this is a calling, let me
give it a shot.
Let me kick out the shyness and everything. Let me go see what I can do. So I had written a letter for application to come and join the band.
Really?
And they didn't answer this letter.
But was it a procedure or it was just your thought at the time?
It was my thought at that time.
I have to respect this band enough.
Apply, let me say
okay, I get it.
So
no response.
Since Lesotho High School was not far from where they were rehearsing, but I rehearsed Cool Cat, Kipila Memorial Hall.
Oh, I can't even start to guess.
Pela Memorial Hall. There were apartments, okay. The band used to rehearse there.
Oh, is it?
So I would go there, sometimes listen to what is happening. Then Frank would go or say, okay, I'm Pete Perry. This is Stevie Wonder, go learn this song. There was the song, You Are the Sunshine of My Life. And lately.
Okay.
Lately I have had the strangest feeling. Okay. So I would go practice those songs. Then when I coming back, Frank would say, hey man, harisa letsa dipina tsa batho se re letsa sa rona re le Uhuru. So
ke nako e kae ha o file cassette a change
about 2 to 3 weeks.
The band made a decision.
I think feel like it ngotse lengolo ke le ile ka ngola lengolo. Yo bana una le heavy voice. Bana motwana wa lengolo ke
motwana wa lengolo. So
I'll be waiting for them to finish rehearsing. So I'll get a rehearsal, they'll pick up equipment by microphones and amplifiers, waput.
So now you have to acoustic this thing.
Frank Gare Bina hai. Surely up to people would say, you can't do that. Really put out the pendences already there.
Oh, but no way. What a sweet person up to peace.
No, he was.
That's
May
nice.
His soul rest in peace.
Oh,
he was so sweet. Even Lahase Releo Sankomota, he was always the one guys Skela Ukabohloko, Frank Uchena, Tsepo Uchena. When now music, concentrate on your music, forget their characters.
Yes, that's nice.
He was always there for us.
So that's how you joined Uhuru.
Then Uhuru, I couldn't join.
Okay.
Because Frangulare, Munna, we are not doing any cover tunes anymore. We're doing our own music, but now we want somebody with a strong voice like Tsepo. Tsepo had a strong voice, so I had a tiny voice. So we want somebody with a strong voice, like a droning voice like Tsepo. Then later in the year, I think it was 1980 into 81. Then they were joined by Coyote, Nana Mtijwane. So Nana Mtijwane,
he's still residing in
he was from actually the band called Black Five.
Okay.
And that's who Black Five.
Black Five in SA?
Black Five in South Africa, Transvaal.
Okay. So he literally left the group at la group in Lesotho.
At Lesotho mona.
How to Lesotho?
Some political something.
Oh, that he had to avoid.
He was like maybe running away from whatever happened there.
Okay.
So, but he was a good singer. Bapala le Hansa Bapala like Black Five Philebo Tami Sobekwa. Ya na ngolang angotse no to lena lefatsho le tshabo.
Okay.
Coyote na bina pino to ke Botswana. Ke a urata ebile ke khalare ratana. Mbama wa utlwisisi So he was singing those songs.
I'm gonna find that song. He sang in the language we resonated with.
Yeah.
Hey.
Actually, Coyote, his parents came from TY.
Oh, okay.
Then they moved to Transvaal. They lived there. That's where Coyote adopted that Sotho whatever because the parents were speaking Sotho.
And he stuck to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But
he came, joined.
I cannot school bo Kwamane.
Went to Lesotho fair.
So in the Lesotho fair.
Okay.
Ke mwana maila ngwala pina no to ke Pula Yana. He wrote the song Pula Yana. Yeah, ba Tsepo Tsola because much as ba ana bua Sesotho Coyote. Tsepo na bua Sesotho se ba tansele richi sena za haimon. So ke mwana maila Washanya la pana makhomo. Sari Lukisampe.
That's what Coyote wrote.
So Coyote had arranged the song and Tsepo basata ka Sesotho sena se richi mona le ma.
Okay.
So ke mona le mistake ya hore Coyote o tsitse pina ya Uhuru ate pina ne ngotswe ke yena a dula le Tsepo. Coyote used to play guitar as well.
Wait, but how ni release at Klasama?
How release I say le Black Five ha Coyote sa khuketse.
Oh, it was never performed or owned by Uhuru.
It was never recorded by Uhuru or Sankomod.
Oh, okay. So you are running. You how also call it Uhuru.
But kama bagagi au kwisisa le na ke bona yeah.
It's a band direction.
Nele Nana Daniel Mutijwane. Chaibile Coyote hasale bo stimela kwana. So nele Nana Daniel Mutijwane ke no had a droning voice.
Okay.
Pina sabo the OJC bo pina ne take prayer.
How ona pina za di OJC ona kena akava pina tsena tse lentsele mo le dipile mo.
So haba se ba bina haba le Victoria Hotel man ba bina ele Uhuru man mo hula thwe ba se ba bina dipina tsa Uhuru fela ka bona hore it was just a way hore we don't need this voice, it's too tiny for Uhuru.
Really?
Because I get hula thwe haba sa bapala di cover version. So but ha Coyote sa le teng bana ntse ba para
sa ba cover
se ba bina tsona di cover tseno ba bina bo Tsepo na bina Midnight Believer yana BB King. He was very good at it.
Let's go to song
le yana Allegro no toke I hope you don't mind Tsepo na bina peneno. Anyway, so and he was treating the songs very well. So kabana ni simple taba fela but I didn't take it bad. So kabana I have to study music. Ke ha ke tla kopana le one English guy in le economist sebetsa LNDC center no to ke Magoma.
Okay.
So honona le piano Victoria mane. My brother had just bought a guitar. So nse re change na ga guitar ena. Then abaya ho Frengore amorute katara. Then he was discouraged. Franka Barwena monna ya bona rekile katara inde film ba felwe e ka re menona ha ya itswa katara.
The Franka ikhola.
So my brother ga kopana le motho no to ke Themba Zondi. He was a Zulu part on a side of Lahai Mona.
Okay.
Ona bapala le grouping on Otuki Drizzle.
Okay.
Amoponsa, but Themba Zondi never had time, but he was very good. He was very good on Abapala bass, Bapala guitar. He was very good. So, but the time, Onasina Nako. My brother Tlabonor, the best thing, to do this thing. Kurikia school. And then he went to Federated Union of Black Artists in Johannesburg. New town.
Does it still exist?
Pela Market Theatre in Johannesburg. Hononale school bono to ke Fuba.
Okay.
Examenzelete in Ronald Fella High Salamono Seva Chinchile location, yes.
Okay.
So I mono I remember it was February 1982 when my brother went there. So ka June ha khutla a lady holiday scene. We had just bought a piano as well.
Okay.
Unantlela le piano ya Fender Rose Gauteng. So after mponsa gona piano ena
Penywa ka everyone.
but it's an extension ya into the ka rutwa ke Magoma ene ke gona le economist mane to LNDC.
Okay.
Ene le ona ba para classical piano.
I see.
This is how you put your hands on the piano. These are the major scales, the minor scales, the harmonic minor, melodic minor, jwalo.
Jwale brother le not like a tutu.
So my brother like a information e ngwa hape no it's le una tsa o bolela tsona ke ha re tse so ha re tse di chords.
Okay.
Ha re tse di chords tsa re hona it's a triad chord or a minor triad chord. Monaki major seventh chord, monaki dominant seven, what, monaki
beyond the doing
exactly.
Okay.
So that's how it was ongoing story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sankomota. What's your relation to Sankomota? Let me ask it as brief as that.
Nagoya Uhuru. During that time I gave out Uhuru. I take it off Mana Musebeti, Lesotho Flour Mills. Then I was a trainee milling technology. Kebekita flour milling through City and Guilds of London.
Okay.
Nikita near correspond.
Okay.
Course, milling technology, flour milling. Operative silly technology through City and Guilds.
Okay.
Then it's a cover flour mill simo. So at some stage about after 7 years me being there, my brother Barry, you know what? You're into this music, but now you have to do it full time. You are a breadwinner, lapeng mona. Le nna sekolong kwana ko ena ntsa a tshela tšhelete ke nne ke be hantle. My younger brother or high school hlotse mane have to, and here's my mother. Our father had passed away, so it's a nna. But really, it's going to be tough because you're the breadwinner, lapeng mona. But to do music, you really have to concentrate and do it full time.
So give breadwinning and passion again.
You know,
gift
so
your brother identifies.
It was tough.
Yeah.
My brother Nabila Bonore, he could see talent in me because some of the songs, Sana Dingola, I used to put lyrics to those songs. Like he wrote the song Khair. I put the lyrics to that song.
Wait.
I put lyrics to those songs.
Yeah, now when we compose the melody.
Then like a melody. What more can you put to? Can you do to this?
That song Khaira Kalaga piano.
Yes.
Who's playing in the recording in the album? Who's playing the piano?
The actually original.
Okay.
He was playing guitar there. But Haseria Studio,
the melody. Taran, 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 taran,
It was guitar.
taran. Okay.
It was guitar.
Have you tried it, guitar on how we perform? Lead.
No.
Does it sound different when you rehearse it?
No, the thing is, it's a melody on the piano. Tato Mkwena was playing piano. He's the one who played the melody.
That specific
part.
In that song, that studio.
That's a legend. Tato Mkwena.
That's a legend. I like how the piano actually starts the rhythm.
And it's difficult to most pianists. But this melody piano is taken from guitar. Yes, it was a guitar. But he did it with the piano.
Oh, okay.
So, Oscar, this is not a guitar part. This is not a piano part. Do what you hear.
Yes.
So
play your own version of whatever.
Tato Mkwena did that.
Tato Muchini. Big ups. Your relation to Sankomota.
Yeah. So Sankomota the school.
Okay.
My brother, you have to
this work thing. Pursue.
Because the thing is, we are msebeting. How come msebeting? You're tired. You sit on the piano. You can't concentrate enough. So it's going to be tough for you. All you have to do, Gore, you do your job, or if you want to be a musician,
be a musician.
Be a musician. Then in 1987, I quit. I resigned.
Oleidi ore.
My mother was a devout Christian.
Okay.
Banabaka Tiaukis. I just want to play the hula music, the kataka, the kloa matawa, the sube matekwani. So I was not that. We were not that. So hona kenkantena holona ile pitso bana ba ka.
No, that's beautiful.
So go pursue your career e o batlang o utlwang o na le tjantjello ya yona. So I went to school. Ka ya sekolo Mabatho o na le teacher ya piano. Mabatho Mafikeng.
Oh, okay. Mabatho the area. Great.
Mafikeng. So hona le Khomotso Molobi, even his brother Notoke Peter Molobi by himself piano haholo.
Okay.
So my brother had Fuba Abasaya Mabatho.
Oh.
Then we were there together.
Ah, nice.
Okay. Then we were there together doing music. Fortunately, the following year, 1988, there was a saxophone teacher, Rene McLean, son of Jackie McLean from the United States. So Naruto saxophone, I picked up the saxophone. So I said, hey, but it's a saxophone. Hanga got some fellow bapala. Unalipine ajin amonsono to play me. Hanga bapala play me. Le Mr. Magic, no, I'm done. Le way back home here, Crusaders. If I can play those 3 songs, then I'll be fine. Then Langa got Royal.
Not Royal.
Not Royal. This is Onion. Why even today I'm still getting some new things. Like YouTube has got the university by itself. So when I'm saying chats and got
the same saxophone.
Like
Beautiful.
how the harmonic minor scale. Kere harmonic minor scale. I saw bapale scale said in a song. You'll pick up some notes. At this harmonic minor scale, it can be converted into a 2-5-1 progression in jazz.
So these are things that
all those notes are content. How about 2-5-1? The 2 minor, the 5 dominant, and the 1 encompasses all the notes that are contained in harmonic minor scale.
Are these new variations inspirational to you to say, let me try this and actually make a new song? Hanachi.
No, you can come up with a song out of that. You can come up with a song out of that. But
Oh yes.
This thing is not just a scale. We can have in that harmonic structure. You can build some voices.
Yeah. Do you think people in this country, players in this country are...
we don't think that way. We don't think that way.
Is it because we are self-taught, but we don't want to challenge ourselves?
You can see talent, but now we have to put it in proper shelves.
Okay.
So, they want to play music to be famous. They want to play music to be famous and make money. But initially, I just wanted to know the insight in music.
Of music.
Then, while it's all le seri fembare, hey, you play good music, so the music know how. Have you recorded? No, I haven't recorded. Why? No, there are no finances for the studio. The studio is expensive. But no, come with the music, Renale studio man, let's say, and then we'll see what we can do after that.
That's beautiful. How so you push your solo career?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So from there, you have sort of my connection
after I I joined Sankomota again. How about overseas? I joined Sankomota again. This time, piano pele ba khutla hape saxophone this time. Also somebody who was playing piano better than myself.
Okay.
Piano, the inside of the piano. But it made life easy for me to be able to play saxophone. So because they're all related to the piano. That's why piano is called a keyboard.
It's got all the keys.
All the musical instruments, the voice, the trumpet, the saxophone, the whatever instrument, a melodical, is related to the piano.
I do agree. How you joined them? How about were you still in school? Oh.
Hey.
So initially, join before they left. Were you playing the piano?
And I was playing the piano.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How did Sankomota leave for overseas? What were the opportunities that came through?
At that time, after they did the album Yana Sankomota, Sankomota Manabon Babinabo, Monwana, Mopi.
House on Fire is way later, right?
House on Fire. The House on Fire was on the same album.
Great.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Bebaya overseas, Tsepo Hansa Sebetale Hill Massacre. There was a time I had Tsepo ila Cruella Uhuru. This was in 1982. Yaba Coyote Leno Nasaku Kleze Val.
Okay.
Tsepo Rale Actually, what happened was, in 1980, when Hugh Masekela came here with Mary Makeba
For a performance.
for a performance, yare ha the musician to the States.
Oh.
Yeah, Hugh Masekela stayed here. Timona maila natla Victoria Hotel manansa ba pala le bona bo Tsepo Tsola le Frankie jwalo atla ka trumpet ya then so since Hugh Masekela couldn't go to South Africa because he was banned in South Africa. Onadula Come akre Hugh Masekela le Mere Makeba, Kaifa Seminya, Letambulu, Jonas Gwangwa, Dennis Mpale, all Julian Bahula, all those musicians
Exiled.
but in Sebale ba pela in exile. Le Hugh Masekela hana tlamona ine loga ha tloa mona.
Tama basa yakwa.
Oya States kapa Oya Botswana. That's why he went to live in Botswana. So when he was living in Botswana, Tsepo left Uhuru and then went to Botswana to go look for a job to play with Hugh Masekela. We are lehana overseas. So Hansalo overseas kabana Tsepo lena nanza bona check some opportunities. Kimona mailako pana Julian Bahula. I don't know, I have my brothers in Lesotho. They play something similar to the music that you're doing here in El Hale, London. Yaba Tsepo utla Lesotho mona ka 1983, between 83 84. Yaba unka Pizza Sera, Frank Leepa, Mason Kofu, Yababaya, London. Kimona Wigla Kopana de Julian Bahula.
Bo Bunda Moseba says ili Uhuru kapa says ile Sankomot. Ha ande de support amai.
Ila inezele Uhuru but yaba Frank changed the name to Sankomota. Inele na le Pizza Serrano Salisico. Le Frank Leepa, le Mason Kofu, le Muruti Salati.
So these are Sankomota members who are
Sankomota and they say a trio this time.
So Sankomota Gio really the Tsepo Latile Yalanda. I see. Interesting story.
Because when Sankomota was doing its debut album, this Sankomota, the pianist was Sababato Mukwena. Sunshine. Sababato Sunshine Mukwena. Le Spunky Chabalala who was doing the drums. In the city, just the recording.
Where was that album recorded? Yeah.
Ila recorded mobile studio on Radio Lesotho Mane. Really? Some mobile studio in Gauteng. Recorder mona because they couldn't go across because they were banned as Uhuru.
Really?
They were banned.
How so? Why also?
Because of the songs they were doing. Whenever it's a peanut Africa shall unite. Foster Lebody Clegg couldn't go with that.
What does this mobile studio look like? Caravan?
Yeah, something like that. Yes.
Oh, that was awesome.
You know, to Shifty Records. Shifty Records.
Bona balabatle mo patala. So they pay Shifty Records.
Station mono radio Lesotho ya ba record this album.
That's an interesting thing. Your multi-winning album, kiona multi-platinum winning album. Kiona recording is SABC.
Yak.
Was that
Mapefane?
Yes. I don't know what I want to ask. That is a very powerful album. I think it's the most powerful album to come out from
They
this
say
country.
I was just doing music.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I was just doing music.
So who says when I want to Ginaga studio? Then who's is there someone responsible for making or having it go places the way it did?
You know what happened was when Lesedi asked me to come and do the recording, he signed a contract with the SABC to use the studios.
Okay.
And Uhuru, they will finance the album, then maybe the returns, but it'll cover all the expenses say by the NC. So, Tilega record the album here. So, who's going to produce the album? I'll do it myself. No, not you. But somebody with experience. Okay. I had thought about John Nina. I had thought about Tapelo Homo from Stimela.
Okay.
But okay. Frank Leepa. But now you're talking.
That's beautiful.
So Frank Leepa was the one who was producing the album.
That's beautiful.
Yes. Then Gaya Bloemfontein to do this album.
SABC Bloemfontein.
Mapefane.
Do SA own the masters? Have you know those arguments that people are having in this industry?
Yeah, the masters are mine.
Was from the get-go?
Yes.
What are the returns that SABC were hoping to receive? What's about covered costs?
Banal radio. In fact, banal radio.
Yes, of course.
Banal television.
Yes.
So they would play the music on the radio, on the radios, Musweding, Leanebo, Polokwane, and everywhere. So happy, I'll do the interviews and everything. So then the radio Bapusha album, and then that's why it went to multi-platinum.
I can imagine. Well, really, partnerile le batho ba ownang the marketing distribution.
Exactly. That was the advantage.
I see.
That was the advantage.
I see. Because it is the performance was amazing. How does it make it there? I see. That is a very good initiative. They did Lue.
Yes.
Are they doing that with other artists?
The other artist that I think they did with was Peter Antoine. Yeah, Peter Antoine.
Do you think they're still doing those type of assistance or projects now?
I don't know, because they were initiated by Pula Motibi. So Pula Motibi Waya Khwadi, they went on pension.
Okay.
So I don't know whether they still pursuing initiatives like that.
I can never listen to these like some rock one and not the SABC necessarily.
Yeah, but Lesedi, honestly, they came at the right time.
Right, check and
they came at the right
time.
Tell
me that Budaza, you're still getting your checks. Some royalties playing.
Yeah.
They average.
Album Allegro Africa is still selling better than the albums that I did after.
Just imagine.
Yes,
sir.
Awards, gold, platinum, the Kafumana Award, some what again? South African Music Awards.
Nice.
Kafumana trophy thing.
Nice.
Because it was selling.
But still not.
They're still
compared to Mapefane.
Mapefane is still selling more even today. Yes.
That's a beautiful one. Do you think it is important? I'm asking you about stories of the past, stories of how the music came to you.
Yes.
your journey in the music and your journey in the knowledge of the music.
Yeah.
These stories, do you think they are important for artists
Yeah, for the
to
artists,
know
no,
currently?
yeah, for them to know where I come from with this music, I think it will be an encouragement to them.
I think so.
Or if you pursue your goal as a musician, because now I was just doing music and next time I had like for instance, Universal Music were introduced to me by
The SABC?
SABC. So as against the album, this was the only music that I had.
Recorded.
Recorded. So after this album, because Hagaba is a little gold in a little platinum all the way. So so the next album, can you do another hit album? How do you make a hit?
In fact, process it you don't know.
How do you make a hit?
Initially, you were not making hits.
No, I was just doing music.
Yes.
I was just doing music, and that's me. So
the Khomole Mohokar, I would release it under Universal. Are you a signed artist or what's the deal? Kapa we now utlisa product over now they distribute and market. You're not signed as an artist.
Yes.
That's nice. That's a good deal.
Yes, because happy bane bare hanegi bang sign bane bare 10% ke bekere. It's a contracting ke go study. Then ke bekitale yona hai mona. Ke kopana le one good lawyer and contract. I do understand English, but sometimes some
word arrangement can mean something else.
Yeah. So abayibala anka kalapena ansa tika ngola katoko ke khukela mane kere but so these people but for 10%, but the music is yours, it's not theirs. So but wait,
10% if we are winner.
So no, it cannot be 10%. So why not at least 40%? Because
it's my music.
I work to do the music, to make the music. But you see, we're going to do publishing, we're going to do the sleeve, the this and that, we're going to have to finance you, how close are the interview, the radio mona and all that. To make it okay. So Barry, why don't we go 70-30? At least let's go 36. Then Radu
36%. What an odd number.
Radu.
So that's the deal to date.
Yeah, that's the deal to date.
Do you think it's a good?
It was okay. It was fine because
they invested a lot.
Yeah. Yes.
It's into me baring 100%, but 100% of nothing. That gives you nothing.
You see?
I see.
Yeah.
I love your story. Have you realized? Have you seen honali unity in the current artist hemisphere in this country currently? How can you compare it to the artists back in the day?
Honali, a lot of talented musicians in the country today, but there's no unity. Radio Melani, the musician, Hayangwe Lesico, how we handle a musician, And I cannot do this, and I cannot do that. So I get it there, we talk. So haven't about other artists with me. So nahage shabakere, I am part of this. Le nahage lesiko. They say the same things about me.
What have you heard about you? Give me an example. What do Budaza wetsang? Good like what I'm doing at the beginning of you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Also regarding the Buwa
because I carry ke uka banze ba bua ka ba tla go nna mona ka hore so le nna kere le nna must be part of this le nna mo baleng bang they should be saying things about me. So why ne ke tla uka motho mo fere as a musician ba go etsa tshena le tshela
okay musician
okay okay but it tla ga batla hape no, I treat them as musicians. Okay, let's do music.
Cancel culture. Cancel culture, I think in South Africa and maybe other parts of the world, it something horrible ka an artist on social media.
Yes.
Ebe really the brand that is about ikamanya le ntho tsena tsentseng di bu.
Yes.
I think the extreme level mohlomong ha motho accuses of rape allegations.
Yeah.
That's the extreme, but ntuna ntho tse nyanyana tse ba khona mo cancela motho ka tsona.
Exactly.
Lesotho mona na hanze ke bua le motho o theng ke Sneyman. No tse ba Sneyman. Don't worry. Don't worry, I was just challenged. Don't even give yourself pressure.
Yeah.
Sneyman cancel culture Lesotho is when they say ke motho a gale. Kapa it can just be a rumor. I look at social media.
Exactly.
It can just be a rumor. Have you felt some sort of cancel culture in your career?
Hey, hasa tla ka album e ntšha because o feletswe ya ke jwale ona producer ke Frank and his brother was composing some of the songs. Bochon Jobina, his brother passed away. And now Hassan Alito.
Okay.
So it's not like that. I've heard about that.
Oh, you've heard it?
I've heard about that. So I know what I'm up to.
Yes.
Now get to say hakai. So the thing is, I give my record company in the Barre come up with another hit album.
Yes.
So the contract ya ka le bona bana ba re every year I should come up no Kita is an album when I feel it's time to do an album.
Yeah. But that's how it is.
That's how it is.
How do you feel out with our blood of
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not that.
But you're still in the contract, Lonachi.
Yeah.
How many albums do you owe them? What's the
no, I don't owe them anything.
Okay.
Hey, it's just that I have to do an album. I go, okay, guys, I have new music here, so can we
record?
Yeah.
Hey. So it's just as simple as that. Oh, I say that the contract we need 5 albums.
Yeah, I don't know.
But how are they come up with a hit album? By Bua from a point of I mean, it's a ralo.
I go from the point Yabo Mapefane. The one they made money out of it.
But how can we make a Boma Befane? Let's actually discuss it now. How can we make a Budaza Boma Befane album again?
It won't be Boma Befane. It will be something else.
The talent you had was magical. You had people who were
because happy. I was not aiming at making hits. Hey, I was just doing music.
I see.
And in through SABC Barre. Okay.
Ba fela disappearance in the record.
O bina dipina tsa Sesotho tse monate, and then re batla dipina tsena di tlo bapalwa ke Lesedi FM ha di tswa. Then I did exactly that.
I see these people were actually creating content for themselves. So when
Yes.
we were lacking Sesotho music.
Hey,
I think so. I see.
Re batla pina tsa Sesotho, and you have the right material o go hlokang.
Wow.
So ka ba fa ona, and then
Ntate ba hasitse ka lefatshe lohle.
Motsweding ba re, hey, Botswana ba re, hey, this is what we've been looking for. So ke se ke tswa Botswana mane ho nona le RB2, ho na le Gaps FM, all the radio stations tsa Botswana se ke tswa di interviews tsa teng ba re, hey, we've been looking forward to see you and the music.
And I think it's amazing how Botswana. How do you say you've been looking forward for Mutiga and Nafela Jane?
Ha ke le Botswana mane ke bitse so parlamenteng ho thwe. Mutsheno o dula kae? I remember the first time ke ile Botswana ne ke dula Cresta Lodge.
Okay.
Bare no, look for this person ke mo batla mona. The parliamentarians wants to see this person.
What?
Then fitla Cresta Lodge ba se bitwa. Mr. Mapefane, you have visitors downstairs. Can you come here and meet them? I can fitla mo ke mane le bona that ba di sutu. Opa go di koloi ka mana ka di blue lights ka
le ke mabone ke no di.
I ke ne ke sana hana ba tle ho nna ke.
Yes.
So ba rawe re tswa ko parliament re tle ho tsaya.
Ya dad. Le ntsaya le ngisa kae? Le ngisa mo kae?
Ya no le tlo ntsaya re ya ko kae? Kere okay, re go itu ba no le tle ke tlo tsaya o le yana.
O le yana ya.
O tsaya o le yana kere but ha ya kwala room e ke room ke kwala, then I give it a man segi chincha
so fast ya tkannet
nge ga kwala di slippers nge ga tsama ke le di slippers segi apara golf shirt e hantle fela
okay
okay ha ke futla ba ira no I'm ready we re ka ya ha ke fitla man ba nkisa officing ya speaker Mr. Mapefane re thabahela mona o re etetse so ba tla nkisa ka chamber nga kwana mo di parliamentarians ndi lona te they want to shake your hand when some music monate mo ke to sena nama hare so
ba le kopela bona ka mona mo ba buelang ka teng but there is another the main parliament
yes
Tell what's happening unzo pota also they can come to
shake hands, you know.
What an honor.
Can it?
I want to ask you one last question, Befane, and thank you so much for giving me your time, awarding me my time. I am very honored. Here's an industry, Lesotho. You know it. You have been in it.
Yes.
You have seen it. You just know it. What can you say to the artists? What is the thing, or what are the things that you want to say to these people?
My dream was to have a music academy Lesotho Mona. So I ended up involving myself in politics, which I think it was wrong. joining the political party. They'll help me to pursue my career, to build the talent in the country. Ke mona mo kileng ka join a political party with musicians. Ke nahana hore mohlomong ba tla re thusa hore ke ne ke batla hore ho be le di music academies in all the districts tsa Lesotho mo go tla nne re ye fihle re etse di-workshop kapa re ruta di-musician or go itla ba tjena le tjena le tjena. But it never happened. So, like in South Africa, Ringo Matlingos joined the political party. It didn't work for him. Hobana le nna ene ha ke join a political party, my music uno so to ska ba hlola ba pala radio Lesotho.
Because you're still politically affiliated.
Yes. Mutano music wa hae ha go batle mona.
The cancel culture.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So, music wa la ho sa tla ba pala radio Lesotho. One of the ministers at Allegro music also the politicking. We are politicians. We are not solely the politicking. So core music how
concern.
Can it's a program is really so too money. It was cancelled.
The whole show.
It's a jazz radio Lesotho. It's a jazz ultimate FM. I was kicked out of the studio because of that. So the politicking one.
And it really wanna receive one.
So my record company about Mr. Mapefane, so the politicking. What are you doing now? So also the politicking. Hona le batho ba sa tloba for you. How are a musician? You are a public figure. You are loved by everybody.
Everyone, yes.
From all the different backgrounds of life. So how solely into politics or solely in a cocoon? So tabal what rata no rata because of this.
FNBC really at over.
So God, hey, I understand. Let's go back to the drawing board. I'm a musician, I'm not a politician.
Julie, then you left the political party?
I left politics.
Generally?
Yeah.
I see. But the damage is done now.
The damage is done. So, ke motho wa batho, ke motho wa setjhaba.
Hey, and that.
Hey. Politics didn't work for me.
I've seen that you don't shy away in hanging out in public places.
Yes.
It's just being you, or has it have disadvantage setting?
No, it's just myself.
Being
I'm not trying to impress about Tukahuri. No, that's typical me. Ke motho wa philaleng le batho.
How does it feel when I'm in a fit at telling her, hey, Budaza?
Hey, bye. I ke phela tswadi mang ya tla feta bana ntse ba bapala ka kolo hear Mapefane you know one say hear Mapefane so la ba go fansa gore ke na le something ka kolong ka bona motlhomo di simba ka ba oranges ke nka mo
that's sweet. That's really sweet. So your message to the people would be to avoid the political things.
It's a tse ratwang ke setšhaba e be batho ba batho eske ba ko jolo ka ha o le motho wa dinaga o motho wa dinaga o le motho wa matlama o motho wa matlama fela ha o le musician o motho wa
bolo.
all these people.
Yeah, I see.
Ta ratwa ke matlama ke diodi ke bantu ke boma because you're a musician o bua ditaba tsa bona ha o le musician.
So, I like that advice. I like that advice. Ntate Mapefane, thank you so much for coming through. Is this your first podcast? I have a feeling it's your first.
Maybe.
It's a new thing. We had Tsepo also came through.
Okay.
Leona, it was vibe as I had, but I don't think there's anything weird.
Yeah, there'll be another next time because
yes, there should be.
There's been so many things that I haven't talked about.
That's one of the reasons.
Traveling to Europe, my going to Germany, my studying music in the University of Cape Town.
Beautiful.
My traveling in Botswana.
And I want the challenges in those places.
And the challenges.
Yeah.
And some things that happened to me
personally
through music.
Yeah. Those are the stories. Those are the stories that artists of today need to know. With my little observation, I think most people are approaching this industry with pride. I've got it all figured out.
Yeah.
This person will at that time.
It's not that.
So I think we need to share these stories and also to motivate Baba demotivated.
Exactly, yes.
Ntate Bhudaza, I've went through such a thing, so this is how we go through it. So
exactly.
The second invite our church by default. Just based on time, I think we can put a pause to it and thank you so much. I appreciate your presence.
We'll do another one.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I appreciate that. And to talk about myself.
Yes,
and the music.
It's very important that I'm not even saying these words. It's very important for our industry. I have UFC. You know the industry. I have seen it. We really need wise advice. We need stories. We need guidance. So when we are collaborating like this, things will happen. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Ntate Bhudaza Mapefane. And from me, DJ Allegro, peace.